welcome to Char's Kitchen. I wanted to share my version of stuffed pork chops. I have a savory flavoring that I add to cornbread and a couple of vegetables, and then make a mushroom sauce to go over top. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so my pan is hot. Remember, you always want to get your pan hot, then add the oil. You don't want to heat up your oil. If you ever pour your oil in and it smokes, toss it out, wipe your pan and start again. All right, so we've got some nice hot oil and adding the other thing I want to remind everybody is that when you're making a stuffing like this, chop your vegetables all the same size. Then they'll cook the same, and it'll be easier to stuff your pork chop if they're in tiny pieces. So I got 4 beautiful pork chops from Costco, and I've gone ahead and cut a slice in the middle. So that's probably about a half a cup of stuffing. So I'm gonna get these good and softened. All right, so another tip that I have learned is that as they're softening, that's when I add my spices instead of right at the beginning. The flavor just seems to be stronger. So I've sauteed them for about 5 minutes, and now I'm gonna add my savory season and salt and pepper. A little bit more oil. All right, and then I've diced up a small Honeycrisp apple, and again, it's in the smaller pieces, about the same size as the vegetables. Oh, that smells good. All right, so I've got everything nice and sauteed, and it's probably a little al dente. And then I made some cornbread earlier, and I'm just going to take a couple of pieces and crumble it into the vegetables. Okay, so I've mixed all the vegetables and cornbread. Now in the same pan, I'm going to get some more oil in there because we are going to brown the chops before we stick them in the pan. So we'll go one by one. I'm really packing it in there. The pork chops have been flipped once, and they're got a little bit of brown, so I'm going to take them out and place them in our baking dish. Okay, so we've still got some pieces in the pan, which is perfect. So a little bit of oil, and now we're going to add in mushrooms. This is going to be a part of the sauce. So you just want to saute. I've mixed some cream of chicken soup with some chicken broth, and we're going to add that to the mushrooms. This is going to get poured over the chops. So we just want to put that in there and let that thicken up just a little bit. Okay, so this is our final step. We've got our mushrooms in the broth, and we're just going to pour that over the pork chops. I like to try to get the mushrooms back in the sauce so they don't get crispy. All right, that looks yummy. And then we are going to cover it. And pop it in the oven. Okay, so the chops have come out of the oven, and you can still, there's still some liquid here. So we're going to serve a little rice and take one of the chops and some of the mushrooms and then a little bit of the thickened gravy. And we are ready for dinner.